And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast of Sports with your host, Jay Pops. Guys, look, I just finished watching the Michigan and Michigan State game, and I will honestly say this here, man. That was a darn good ball game there, man. That was some old school, roll your sleeves up, you're playing in the cold weather type of ball game there. That ball game I love, man. I cherish those type of ball games, man. I like it. I like it. I like it. I will say this, though. I will say this. And there's going to be, there's going to be a lot of Michigan State fans mad at me for saying this one here. You cannot sit up here and tell me that. Look at that. See, I already got somebody telling me. You cannot sit up here and tell me that the referees did not call this game, man. Y'all cannot do that to these kids, man. Why do y'all do this stuff? I saw two pass interference calls or two holding calls. Because pass interference is a big, like, you got really in the way and you were literally in the pass interference. It should have been some holding calls called on Michigan State, man. You cannot sit up here and tell me that nobody's seen it. You cannot sit up here and tell me that nobody's seen it. That makes no sense that these referees can sit up here and do that, man. That is really, really, really agitating, and that pisses me off that they're the deciding factor for these ball games, man. Look, I will say this, though. It's no way that anybody can take any credit away from that guy, from that running back for Michigan State. I'm not going to lie to you, youngster. You have my vote. You have my vote for the Heisman Trophy. You have my vote for the Doak Walker. I'm a huge, huge Aggie fan, but I'm not going to sit up here and act naive to what you do on the big stage, man. That young man there deserves to be a first-round pick whenever he comes out. Whenever he comes out, that dude there deserves to be a first-round pick, man. Kenneth Walker. Good God almighty. Look, man, if y'all haven't watched Kenneth Walker, go and look at him now. That young man was the deciding factor for Michigan State, period. Peyton Thorne with 2 interceptions. And look, I'm going to tell you this. Michigan State fans, I'm not going to down you by all means because that defense was good. That defense has issues passing-wise. Passing defense, that defense has issues. I'm going to tell you like this, though. I don't know who you're going to lose to because I'm not a big believer in Ohio State. I've already run on record and said that Michigan will beat Ohio State this year, and I'm firm believer in that. I know everybody's going to show me the record. Harbaugh should have won this game. I will say that because that sack when that Peyton Thorne fumbled, that should have been a fumble. But instead, those guys reversed that call, took it away from him. Another call, the pass in the end zone. That should have been a pass interference on Michigan State. Those guys reversed that call. They did not call it. The catch by Michigan State, wide receiver. They looked at that and they reversed it. How can you reverse that? But then you not reverse the call for a touchdown when Peyton Thorne fumbled? Man, come on, man. Stop it. Michigan literally played against the referees in this game, man. I will say that. Look, I'm on here talking about this game here because I just finished sitting here watching it just like the rest of the world did. That made no sense for Michigan to have to go out that way. I'm sorry, man. That made no sense for that. Brandon, I see you. Yeah, the Sips lost. I told you guys what it was when I made that live yesterday. I said if the Longhorns come in there, look, you guys see me with my muscle shirt on again. If the Longhorns came in there BSing around, because I know they have the talent to win. If they came in there BSing around, I'm sorry, let me get my hand from out there. If they came in there BSing around, then they weren't going to win that football game. This is for the 4th time in a row. I believe the 4th time in a row. The Longhorns has surrendered a 2-touchdown lead. I have no clue what's going on with that program. But for them to have that much talent, for them to have that much of a talent advantage over the teams they're going up against instead of Oklahoma it shouldn't be no reason at all why Texas is losing these football games like this. But once again, Texas will come on here and say, hey, man, you worry about your team, and they'll tell me about the 4 national titles that they have. The 4 national titles with 900 wins. Understand this here. For a program to have 900 wins, and I'm talking to Penn State too, for a program to have over 900 plus wins and only 4 national titles, you can't say anything to me. I'm sorry. Excuse me. You just cannot. You can't say anything to me. I don't respect those national titles. Hey, that's me. The only one that I respect is the one I seen from Vince Young. And that was a hell of a football game. All right? I would just go on record and say that. But over 900 plus wins and 4 national titles, that further lets me know that you have nothing to speak of. And you're only good once out of every 20 years. Once out of every 20 years, you're a pretty good goddamn football team. All right? So, yes, I seen that. Walter Nolan says the Aggies have a slight advantage. I have seen that. But you have nothing to say to me. You have nothing to say to me at all. But, man, I just wanted to make this live to talk about that Michigan and Michigan State football game, which will absolutely be the Big Ten game of the year. I'm going to vote that now. I like what I seen, and that's good Big Ten football. Everybody that's thinking Harbaugh is going to lose his job this year, you can all kill it. Please all kill that narrative. That guy will be back. They're giving that man time to build what he has to build. That little guy, the receiver, #1, and he's a true freshman for Michigan, please watch out for him. Watch out for him, man. That guy is going to be an absolute beast going forward. That Michigan teams reminds me a lot of Texas A&M, all right? So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. I just wanted to make this live real quick. I'm going on out of here. Hashtag gig 'em, baby. Like I say, to all the Michigan State fans, man, and to the Michigan State football team, congrats to you guys. Y'all will have a hell of a season. And go Astros. Hey, hashtag Gig 'em Aggies.